Hi guys, going to have a horror DVD review for you today. I'm going to go ahead and review the 2012 film, The Bigfoot Tapes. Now this is a found footage film, and that's the kind of film that gets a lot of stick, and originally I did like them. There's some great found footage films, such like Blair Witch Project, Cloverfield. When I first watched that, I really enjoyed that. One of the first found footage films I watched. I also enjoy Grave Encounters. The sequel isn't very good, but yeah, I mean, there's so many of these films now, so many, and a lot of them really focus on the paranormal side, particularly the Paranormal Activity ones. Because of the success of them films, there's now hundreds of crappy paranormal films, and most of them are terrible. Now this one isn't paranormal, this is about Bigfoot, and now Bigfoot is a subject that really does interest me. I think it's pretty cool. I don't believe there's a Bigfoot, I don't believe in Loch Ness Monster, that kind of stuff. But nevertheless, it's still interesting, and there's documentaries on telly all the time about it, stuff like that. And I really don't believe in it, but at the same time, it does interest me. So I was looking forward to watching this film. I've had it a while, only just got around to watching it, and I've got mixed feelings about this film, to be honest. With it being a found footage when it's obviously going to be low budget, I think the acting from it was pretty good. However, one of the characters was a bit monotone for me. But whatever, the main characters was basically the film starts with a 911 call, as pretty much all the films do these days. All the footage films, start with a 911 call, and that's pretty cliche with the found footage genre, and that's nothing new. But this one was kind of was important to the story because the main three people are trying to make a documentary, and basically they want to interview the guy who made that 911 call about witnessing Bigfoot. So they set up a documentary and they go to find this guy. They find him, and he turns out to be like a nut job and stuff like that. But he does agree to take them out looking for Bigfoot. And about halfway there, he freaks out and runs off and leaves them stranded, completely lost in the middle of nowhere. So that's what kind of film it is. It's nothing particularly in it new, but interesting nevertheless. I think the first half of the film was pretty interesting. I was quite engaged. I liked the characters, I suppose. But the second half of the film fell apart for me, I have to admit. A lot of the second half of the film was just people walking around talking. If you've seen Blair Witch, it was a film you either love or you hate. A lot of people say it's boring, it's just people walking around in the woods, and you get that with this. If you didn't like Blair Witch Project, you'll hate this. If you like Blair Witch Project, you might like this. The only difference between this and Blair Witch Project, I'm not going to lie, is that it's Bigfoot instead of some witch demon thing, whatever, If it wasn't Bigfoot, if it was like the same thing as Blair Witch, it could easily pass as a sequel. It was very similar, and I think it was well done. If you've not seen any found footage films before, you'll probably enjoy this and think it's quite good. But if you've seen other found footage films, it's nothing new. There was no suspense as well from the second half of the film. It really did lack in suspense, and it ended up just being people walking and talking in the middle of the day. With Bigfoot, you don't see it much. You see it once. And, there was just no threat in the film. Like, it was mainly them just lost, and you'd hear a gunshot in the distance and start shouting and screaming and running. And it was really repetitive, and it started to drag towards the towards the end of it. Then it kind of took a twist, something I didn't see coming, but it ended up being quite a disturbing ending, but not in a good way. I didn't enjoy it. Without spoiling it, it says on the back it contains strong sexual violence and threat. So that's all I'm going to say about that, but I didn't really like it, and whatever. So the film, for me, I wouldn't recommend it unless you're a massive fan of found footage or you're a massive fan of Blair Witch, stuff like that. If you didn't like Blair Witch, you will hate this. If you don't like found footage films, you'll hate this. If you're a fan of Bigfoot, it's worth watching, but you're not going to get much Bigfoot. And it's arguable whether Bigfoot's even in this film, really, apart from maybe the ending. Spoiler, I guess, maybe, but it's arguable whether it's actually Bigfoot doing it. You don't really know. So it's called Bigfoot Tapes, but there's very little Bigfoot in it. So if you're looking for the front cover of Bigfoot attacking people, ripping people apart, as it looks to be, blood everywhere, Bigfoot's feet, you're not going to get that. You're going to be disappointed, very disappointed. Anyway, I didn't expect to see much Bigfoot because I know it's a low budget film. I thought they'd either have a really bad CGI bear thing or a man in a suit. Either way, I didn't think they were going to show too much of it, so I wasn't expecting much. I was expecting lots of running around in the forest, people shouting, people screaming, people getting lost, and that's what you got. But overall, I didn't enjoy this one. I wouldn't recommend it. The first half was good. I got quite engaged and I completely lost interest in the second half of the film. Overall, I'm giving this a 3 out of 10. You know, if you're a massive found footage fan or you're a massive fan of Bigfoot, check it out, I suppose. But if you're not interested in Bigfoot or you don't like found footage, avoid this film. So thank you for checking out my video, and please check out my other reviews, and subscribe to my channel if you want, please, and you know, keep up to date with what I'm reviewing, what I'm watching. And I do lots of collection videos now. I'm going to start doing them really frequently, just showing like what I get. I mean, I've got, what was it? How many films have I got now?
Over 700.
Over 700, and we're adding to that as often as we can. So thank you for watching, and please check out my other videos and subscribe. Thank you.